Good morning and welcome to Waking Up with Don. This morning I have the distinct honor of having a certified war hero here in the studio in the way of Cleve McCleary. And I've also have Mark McQueen, who's the administrator of First Baptist Church, who, oh, by the way, is a one-star general.
3 star.
Two-star. How many stars are we talking now?
Two.
Yes,
Major
two.
General?
Just two.
Major General.
Major General in the Army Reserve. You know, the war heroes get away
I got
with
my
a
aid
lot
right
on the
here.
show. Gentlemen, thanks so much for that so fluid, opening to the show. It really is an honor to have you here. And you're here because of Warrior Beach Retreat and
sir.
Linda Cope, who's been a longtime friend of the show.
Well, what a great lady.
She really is.
Yes,
I
sir.
mean,
Yes, sir.
she's a fireball.
And I had a mother that went through a son that was wounded 7 times and 2.5 years in the hospital. It's a lot tougher on mom and daddy than it is on us.
Yes.
And I can understand some things Linda's gone through, and what she does for so many is unreal. It's an honor to be a part of it.
Yeah. She really is something else. And I have a son who's in the military as well. You're going to love this. He's in the Navy. But
We're the Department of the Navy. We're the men's department.
Oh, okay, very good. The men's department. I was in the Air Force, Husky Boys. I was in
Sleep indoors.
sleep indoors, pretty much. Well, actually, my son's at the Naval Academy now, and he's in the Semper Fi Club.
All right.
Yeah,
He took that Marine option.
He's hardcore.
My kind of guy.
Yeah.
I like him already.
That must skip a generation. I don't know. We'll see.
You don't love your son. That's what you tell
No,
me.
he's a good kid. He really is. He's a better man than I am, that's for sure. But, Warrior Beach Retreat, how'd you wind up getting involved in this?
Well, George Bush was supposed to be here, and I think he backed out, and she called me.
The next best thing, huh?
And my wife was supposed to have a hip replacement this week, and so I was going to let my daughters take care of her. And so I had time to come down, and it's turkey season, so I know I'm saved. I wouldn't be here. I'd be turkey hunting. But I'm glad to be here.
No, I know you're going to offer a lot of comfort to these guys and gals that have, gave up so much for us. I'm always in awe of the attitude of some of these young warriors. And I've been an escort in years past, picking them up at the airport and bringing them to Toyota and stuff. And they are just so grateful. And it's almost like what we're doing is nothing compared to what they've done.
Well, we came home, folks were throwing rocks and spitting on us.
Now, you're a Vietnam guy, right?
I went to a major airport, and I was trying to pick up a couple bags, and the guy comes over and said, I thought he was going to help me. Well, he did help me with bags. And walking out the door, he said, what happened to you? A car wreck? I said, no, Vietnam. He threw my bag down and said, serves you right.
Wow.
Really?
And,
it's funny you can laugh at it now.
Thank God we can do a lot more for what we got treated as, And thank God for folks like y'all that do it. This whole community works together. It's just a blessing to be a part of it, I guarantee. We'll try to get Ollie North here next year.
I know we've matured a lot as a country since Vietnam, and I'd like to talk more about that on the other side of this break.
Good.
We're going to go off to your local weather, brought to you by the West Pittman Law Firm, westpittmanlawfirm.com. Welcome back to the show. I'm yucking it up here with Mark and Cleve from Warrior Beach Retreat. I know you have last names. I just forgot what they were.
That's
but
good.
that's okay.
That's all.
But, Cleve, on a more serious note, you're a no-kidding war hero.
Yeah.
And
anybody get shot.
Yeah, and you sustained some significant injuries, and it's changed your life in a lot of ways.
Yes, sir.
And how has it changed your life? Besides the obvious physical limitations you may or may not have, has it changed your mindset or your outlook on life?
Well, it's good to be alive. If I'd have died on that hill and I missed about a half heartbeat, I'd be in hell for eternity. But I came home and had a changed life. But God's been good to me, and if it hadn't been for men on the hill, many that gave their lives, we wouldn't be talking. If it hadn't been for an 18-year-old wife that loved me and cared for me and stayed with me 47 years, I wouldn't be here today. So I owe these folks my life, and that's the reason I'm here, just to thank them for what they've done.
Yeah, and
especially the caregivers, because they do a lot. It don't get much recognition.
And life is a great gift, and having like this young man, apparently, and what's this fella's name here?
Ralph H. Johnson. He jumped on the grenades and saved my life.
Yeah, so Ralph Johnson here saved your life.
Yes, sir.
You think about him a lot?
Every day. Every day.
Yeah.
We named a VA hospital in Charleston after him, a street in Charleston, and this year we're naming a destroyer after him, the Navy's building.
And that's the least we could do.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is.
He was a good kid. Only sour clean than I had. We were close.
Yeah. And now, fast forward so many years, here we are. We've got these young veterans who are coming back. And Mark, what do we got planned for them?
Well, I'll tell you, these great heroes and their caregivers are starting to arrive on Tuesday, and of course, this coming Thursday.
That would be today.
That is today, that's right. And on Thursday is the Wounded Warrior events. We're going to have a parade that starts at 4:15 from Lake Town Wharf. If your viewers will go to warriorbeachretreat.org, they can see the parade route. Basically, it's Thomas Drive, across Hathaway Bridge, east on 15th to Harrison, and the parade is going to culminate at First Baptist Church. It'll arrive at First Baptist Church about 5 o'clock. Everybody can welcome these heroes home, and at 5:45, you're going to have an opportunity to come and celebrate these heroes. And Cleve's going to come and share an inspiring word to not only these great warriors, but their caregivers, and actually we'll have words for the entire community that will help to resonate well with all of us. And we really appreciate Cleve coming and being there and really creating a linkage between our Vietnam era veterans and our current veterans that have sacrificed so much.
And if you'll allow me a little editorial license, as a lot of you know, I just got back from Guantanamo Bay from a terrorism hearing.
Right.
And there are real enemies of democracy hard at work looking to undermine that process of justice.
Yeah.
And it's kind of discouraging. But what is very encouraging to me is when I meet patriots like yourselves and these young wounded warriors coming back home and us honoring them. So in my heart, this type of thing isn't just good for the warriors, it's good for the community because it really restores our faith in the country and in the next generation.
I'm going to Cuba next month, and they told about 9/11. I was speaking to 7,500 doctors in Denver on that day. The top 3 surgeons in the world, Huff, House, and Shea, were all 3 drafted in World War II, were medics. They would not have been the top doctors in the world if it hadn't been for a draft and for serving our country. They're all gone home with the Lord now. But that's where they were on 9/11. We were all in Denver when all that happened.
Yeah, that's something. So, you know, the military is you know, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the military.
That's right.
either.
Me either.
That's right.
That's right.
Me neither.
Yeah. So.
And we've taken that away from our young people. I think we've made a big mistake. I really do.
Yeah, I do too.
For the most part.
So, gentlemen, thank you again, and it'll be on Thursday at what time?
5:45 at First Baptist Church, Panama City.
All right, we'll be there, and good luck, and God bless you both.
Thanks, Don.
And we'll be right back
Thanks, sir. Appreciate
after this Max Biz tip.
All right, brother.
All right, from Zenobia.
Hi and good morning. Welcome back to Waking Up with Don. I'm Zenobia Andrews, your business system strategist, and I am excited to be here in the Max Out Studios bringing you your Max Biz tip for today. You know, all week long we've been talking about what are the 5 steps in maxing it out. And today's tip, we're talking about how to dream big and to create your own opportunities. You know, I'm here to share with you, my friend. I want you to take a moment, just a brief moment, and think about your business. What does it look like? Where is it located? How many employees do you have? And then see yourself making the millions and millions of dollars that I believe that you can make. I'm here to tell you that there is power. There is power in dreaming, and not watered down dreams. I mean big, unimaginable dreams. You see, I believe that once you get to dreaming big, once you realize that it's never too late to see yourself as the CEO, as the big kahuna, that's when you can start creating your opportunities in life, right? And we're not going to wait. I don't want you to wait for someone else to create you an opportunity. I want you, if you need to make some sales calls, to make the sales calls. If you need to go door to door to get those contracts, go door to door, because those opportunities are waiting for you. Nobody, my friend, nobody is going to care about your dream, your success in life, but you, okay? I'm Zenobia Andrews, your business system strategist. I am here to support you. So if you need a business coach, I am here. You can reach out to me at www.zenobiaandrews.com. I would love to connect with you on social media. You follow me, I'll follow you back. Take care and continue to press towards the max.
Welcome back to Waking Up with Don. I've got David Powell, the Business Development Manager of Innovations Credit Union here in Panama City. David, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being had. You guys have a new program called Octane.
It's called Octane. You may see
Yeah.
some billboards, you may see some
Yeah.
television commercials, you may even hear some radio ads, you may see it on your Pandora. I see our Pandora ad all the time on my Pandora radio. Octane Business Solutions is what we're calling it. And we have bundled our free business checking account, and that's a free business checking account, Don. Free
Operative
for,
word, free.
Free for
which we all
all
love.
size businesses. So
Even little dinky ones like
even,
mine.
even little dinky businesses, even medium-sized and large businesses, free checking account for all businesses, comes with free internet banking, and then it also comes with what we call a suite of business solutions that include our assistance in helping you with loans for real estate, commercial real estate. So if you have you want to buy an office or refinance an office, if you have investment property, so if you have an investment warehouse or an investment office space that you rent to other people, even if you have investments like apartment complexes or shopping centers, anything really for commercial purpose, we can generally make a loan to you for.
Or maybe a little local talk show on
maybe
TV.
even a talk show. So oftentimes we get requests for folks that have small businesses of all different sorts that just need maybe $5,000 or $10,000 for some equipment or to expand into another area of the building that they already are. If you need to buy a vehicle for a fleet, or if you just need a business credit card, those solutions are all included in this Octane package. And we also have partners that we can help you with credit card merchant service, and we can help you with payroll management for your employees if that's something you'd like to do. So we've bundled all these things together into a package we call Octane Business Solutions, and you can learn about that. You can go to our website, innovationsfcu.org. You can call us at 233-4400, or go by one of our 6 locations in Bay County, and a branch manager or a financial service representative be glad to help you there. Or you could call me, David Powell, the Business Development Manager at Innovations, or call any branch. They'll direct you to me and be glad to talk to any business about an account or a loan of any kind.
So basically, every service you would need from a bank, you can get from the credit union for your small business right at Innovations.
That's true. And very likely it's going to be a cost savings for you, considering that the checking account's free and the internet banking's free, which most financial institutions charge a fee for one or both of those things.
Yeah, I went to local banks and I priced out a business account actually, and most of them want $10 a month just for the privilege of keeping your money.
Right, and $10 doesn't seem like a lot, Don, but as you know, as a small business owner, those $10 fees over time, plus then you start charging $6.95 a month for internet banking or to pay your bills, and then you got to pay for checks, and then you got to do all these things. That stuff adds up over the course of the year. So our effort at Innovations is to try to just help that small business owner. If we can save them a couple $100 a year in bank charges, that's, they could
That's
do
a couple
other things with
$100 on the other side of the ledger that you could be using for your small business. And I've described it as like being pecked to death by chickens, because every time you turn around is, there's another fee or expense. If you're running a small business, there's always something that pops up that you have to pay for.
So we try to make it very easy, and so I encourage any small business owner that's interested, stop by one of our branches. We'd be glad to tell you about Octane.
David Powell, thanks a lot for getting us smart on Innovations Credit Union.
You bet, Don.
And we'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. I have Linda Macbeth from the Science and Discovery Center here in Panama City. You may remember it as the old Junior Museum. Now, before we get started, I need to take a sip of coffee here, because it's been a rough show so far. I need my coffee. Hey, look who Hey, Jerry, what are you doing over here?
I brought you some new cups, Don.
Hey, look who dropped in.
Deja Brew coffee shop.
Oh, now I can really drink my Deja Brew coffee out of a Deja Brew cup. Thanks a lot, Jerry.
All right.
Deja Brew.
Have a good show.
Best coffee on the beach, the official coffee of the Don Arias show here, Waking Up with Don. Very nice little mug. Jeez, thanks, Jerry. And the coffee's good, too. Back to the Science and Discovery Center. Yet I digress. We know it as the Old Children's Museum, right? And what goes on there?
Lots of things, Don. We have a preschool, a STEM-based.
I'm a coffee fiend. I can't help it. Maybe you can diagnose me or something at the Science Discovery Center. Maybe I could be a good, case study or something.
Well, you'll be our control.
I'll be
the one
control.
that drinks all the coffee. We do lots of things. We have a STEM-based preschool, which is science, technology, engineering, and math,
Very
and
important. Yeah.
teaching 3 to 5-year-olds science, which is really super exciting.
I remember my boys were little. My wife used to take them there occasionally, and it was just a great experience for them. They had all this cool stuff for them to do, and it piqued their interest very young.
It's a hands-on. The museum has always been hands-on since they started, and they focus on history, and we still have the cabins. It's a very wonderful, broad, diverse place. We have 13 acres right in the middle of the city that I think people. I mean, it's a treasure that I think a lot of people kind of have forgotten or
you can drive by it a lot,
Yeah.
and a lot of times you kind of look like, what goes on over there?
Right.
And
right. Well, and
let's stop in.
we changed the entrance, and I think that's also confused people because the new entrance is actually on Airport, and so people drive by the old entrance and it's closed, and we need to work on the signage,
But you have a website, right? So we can go investigate it on the website and figure it all out from there, and maybe sign up for a class or two.
Yes.
Or bring our kids there.
Bring your kids, and we have a lot of groups that are meeting with us now. Like local Florida Trails is meeting. Audubon is hopefully going to meet with us. So we have adult programs going also now.
We've got to run off to a break, but I see you brought some stuff.
I did. I brought
some
experiments.
Experiments that we do with the kids out there.
We do with
is
the
that
little
right?
small children. Yes.
Well, good. That's right on my level. And,
Me too.
And maybe we'll have some fun with some of the stuff that you got here, Linda.
Thanks.
And we'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back to the show. I have Linda Macbeth here from the Science and Discovery Center. You may know it as the Old Children's Museum. And we're going to do, like a new lips, I can't talk at all. And we're going to do a little science experiment here.
We are. We're going to do a little experiment that we do with the very small children, 3 to 5-year-olds.
Right on my level.
It is right on mine also. And when you're teaching young children science, you're not teaching facts. You're teaching concepts.
Okay.
And if children are just natural science.
Okay. So what are we doing here? We're going to learn about what?
We are going to learn about displacement.
Okay.
So we're going to change the color of the water just to make it more visible.
Oh, I love this kind
and
of stuff.
if we were working with the children, we would probably talk about colors also. I mean, every opportunity to learn.
And
so.
incidentally, green,
and all kinds of
green is my favorite color.
All kinds of phenomenon going on.
Oh, yeah.
We use inquiry-based science.
Phenomenal.
So this experiment at school could actually totally move into something the kids might think of something else.
You will find a teachable moment everywhere along the way.
Every
here.
bit, we always do. Okay, so you have a marble.
I do have a marble. I almost lost it, but I managed to hang on to my marbles.
They are at exactly the same height. The children would count and measure. And that's math. And so they would have measured they would have probably poured the water, every bit of this. So drop your marble in, and you're looking at it. They've also
I'm right at 20 whatever.
I think it was
milliliters.
210.
Yeah,
right?
210.
So we would have weighed these also.
Okay, and then we'll drop it in.
Drop it in.
And we have displaced some.
And so the children would see and measure how much the water rose up.
Yeah.
I have a bigger rock, so I'm going to drop into mine, and it's slight, but they would see that it had raised up. And we would have weighed these items and compared them and sorted them. So the marble, this marble, and this ball, which is actually a plastic ball, they would have already felt that they weigh differently, but this one's bigger, this one's smaller. They would have predicted whether or not, this would sink more.
Yeah.
Generally, a child and us adults would think that something bigger is going to be heavier.
Right.
And so that's just a natural. So we're going to drop that in. We see that it floats, and so just because it's bigger, they've learned doesn't mean that it's heavier.
So you've got a whole branch and sequel of density,
mass, volume. And then they learn just amazing vocabulary words like displacement.
That's really cool.
And they start using it's hysterical. They start using them.
And a 5-year-old, this is
fun.
Yeah,
it's
this
so
is a lot of fun because
yeah.
you're working with colors and water and making a little bit of a mess and everything. And we got just about a minute left. What else we got going on here?
I have one more. This is something that we love. we're going to talk about velocity. I'm going to give you
Okay.
a straw, and we're going to, I have dripped bits of paint on here, and we're going to paint with our breath.
So we just blow on it?
Blow on it.
All right, here we go.
Yep. Yep, and then blow all, and then, yeah, and don't tilt it because you're going to.
Oh, don't tilt it? I'm cheating already.
Right, because we don't want to talk about acceleration that way. We also would do a ramp. That would be a ramp.
Oh my
So that's
I'm
beautiful.
getting dizzy
now
now.
I am going to show. Can y'all see?
Oh, how beautiful.
That's beautiful.
It's like
We
Jackson
will-
Pollock.
Right. We would write down. The children would. We would help them write in general what happened here that we do, and then they have a journal in our school.
So they can start journaling about everything that they do.
Their
Linda
experiments
Macbeth,
are kept
this is
in
just
this journal.
awesome stuff. We are so out of time, it's not fun. But I've had a lot of
Thank you.
fun, and you're welcome back to bring any more fun stuff anytime.
Thank you so much.
And thanks
I
for what you do
appreciate
with
it.
our kids out
oh,
there.
it's so fun. We
You've
have
been
a great
watching
time.
Waking Up with Don, and we will see you next time.